Hello everyone, this is Jose from City of Cars. Today we're going to be doing a walk around video on a vehicle we just took in on trade. This is a 2004 Porsche 911. Now this is an absolutely gorgeous car, obviously being an 04. It only has 60,000 miles, so that's extremely low mileage, very good condition. I was told by the previous owner, and we have documentation, that the IMS bearing was recently changed, as well as the clutch. And obviously I mentioned clutch, so you're going to be happy to know that this is a manual transmission vehicle. It's a 6-speed. Definitely a beautiful car. Let's take a little bit of time. I did go ahead and print the window sticker on this. So like as you can see, it's a 2000 Porsche 911. Quite a bit of option packages on this. Looks like this car brand new was about $93,630. And you can kind of see here, obviously feel free to pause, but plenty of optional features on this, including the Bose upgraded sound system, heated seats. Definitely a beautiful car. But let's take some time to actually walk around the vehicle itself, taking a peek. You do have a couple little imperfections. Obviously being an 04, it's been driven on the highway, so you got a couple little rock chips. Now granted, we just took the vehicle in, so we are going to be doing some reconditioning to it. But with that being said, that's purely cosmetic, and other than that, I mean, absolutely beautiful car. Taking a peek, it does have some aftermarket wheels that are in very good taste. Taking a peek at the tires, set of Michelins, and you do got plenty of tread. Yeah, I don't know if you can see my fingers there, but plenty of tread there, and they are a set of Pilot Super Sports. So definitely some good tires to put on a 911. Looks like you got some drilled rotors there, which is kind of cool. Definitely makes this kind of pop alive, especially with those rims. Taking a peek at each one, and I don't see any major signs of curb rash or anything like that, so very good condition. Gotta love the back end of this. I'm gonna hunker down and kind of just let you hear the exhaust. Obviously that's just an idle. Got a little scuff right here, but again, that's all going to be recorrected. Vehicle just got taken in on trade, so we still got to go through its reconditioning process. Just so you guys know, I believe the vehicle is getting a set of brand new brakes on it as part of its reconditioning process. So that is still something we actively have to do. We just took it in on trade yesterday. But taking a peek at the interior, absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, it does have the Bose stereo system, which you can actually see right there. And let's go ahead and put the top up. So we're going to go ahead and press that button. And as you can see, that's going to make the top come alive. I do like the fact that it's a simple one-touch operation, meaning all you do is hold on the button and the rest of it does its thing, which is really cool. And just like that, it brings up the windows. And we got the top up, so that was actually pretty effective. I'm gonna bring down the fan speed a little bit. By the way, the AC definitely works. That's kind of a nice little hot day here, but it's definitely cool here. So this is put on my seatbelt. I want to put that just so you guys can see the odometer reading. So that's 60,028 miles on the clock. As you can see, it's been at steady idle. RPMs are nice and steady. Hit the gas a little bit and let that come back down just so you can see that. Yeah, perfectly sounding, good engine. And we'll actually take a peek at that in a second. I love the fact that they literally engraved Porsche right into the handbrake. You see the Porsche logo right there. Like I mentioned, you do have heated seats. Looks like you got a couple CD slots. It's kind of cool. So it looks like you got individual CD slots. That's definitely a time capsule right there. Taking a peek inside the glove box, you do have the owner's manual in there, which is definitely nice. Let's go ahead and open it up. Obviously we got a frunk and a trunk, which is, I guess the trunk is kind of the engine bay, but go ahead and pop those here for you. And while we're at it, we got a little center console, little storage area here. Obviously back seats, all in good condition, although not quite sure how functional they are. And just in case you wonder what that was, that's a little leaf. So that's, go ahead and take that right back where it was. And let's take a peek at the engine of this thing. So if we pop this open here, take a peek. Obviously it's a 911, so it's nice and cramped in there, but you're just looking at the alternator, everything looks nice and fresh. Definitely a beautiful car. And like I mentioned, the IMS bearing has been replaced on this car recently, as well as the clutch. So that's a major part of 911 service that is already done for you. So that is actually really good news. Obviously, that was one of the key things that we asked before we actually took the vehicle in on trade. Taking a peek at the front, as you can see, all in good condition. Obviously, you got a little emergency release lever there. Looks like you actually get a spare tire on this one. I want to say that might be an amp or something, not quite sure. You probably know better than I do here. But again, nice and clean. Taking a peek. Definitely a beautiful car. And we'll lock that back in. And without any further ado, we'll kind of drive this around the block here in a little bit and let you actually see this vehicle on the road. All right, we go ahead. Well, I got the car pulled out here. Obviously, we'd re-drop back the top. Got to do that on a 911 convertible. But let's go ahead and take it for a quick spin around the block. Now, bear with me because I am holding a camera phone and driving a manual. So we're going to do a quick little whoop. There we go. Now we're in second gear. Gotta love the handling on these cars. The steering is nice and tight. Throttle response the way it should be. Absolutely beautiful car, beautiful day. Go ahead and pop it into third there. Definitely a nice ride. Everything's working the way it should be. Like I said, the only thing that's missing on this car right now are the brakes, but again, those are gonna get done when we recondition the car here in a little bit. Hit the gas a little bit. Definitely a beautiful ride. Let's go ahead and pull it right back in. And we'll put this inside the garage, that way you can kind of see it under the fluorescent lights. But nice little virtual test drive for you guys. Car is in perfect working condition right now. Definitely a beautiful ride here. But let's go ahead and get this back in the garage, and that way we can do one last walk around it under the fluorescent lights. Hi everyone, we got the vehicle back in the garage. As you can see, definitely, I went ahead and turned on the headlights for you. That way you can see that those are in working order. But absolutely beautiful ride. Obviously, if you have any questions about this vehicle, obviously reach out to us. You can reach me directly at telephone number 248-892-9663, or simply visit our website at www.cityofcars.com, and I'll make sure to put a link to this vehicle directly under the description. One last thing I want to do for you guys is just kind of give you some undercarriage shots. So let's go ahead and turn on the flash here, get underneath this, and let you kind of take at the undercarriage. As you can see, very clean. Got a little bit of surface rust, but again, overall, very clean for the year of the car. Taking a peek at the mechanical components there. Again, all nice and dry. Definitely the way it should be. And obviously we will make sure that this vehicle goes through a thorough safety inspection. Anything that's recommended, we are going to do to the vehicle. Let's go ahead and shut the flash off, focus back out. There we go. And we'll just do one last kind of glance around the interior. Apologize if that was a window sticker. Taking a peek here. Definitely a beautiful car. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Number is 248-892-9663. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.